Hey, journeymen, journeywomen, this is a hero's journey with Dr. D, here to encourage, inspire, motivate, educate, helping you get beyond your first move. If you find any value in this content, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and why don't you help me help you by helping others by subscribing, so we can collectively try to make tomorrow better today. Today we will continue the conversation, purpose, with a specific destination. Let's get to the video. You upset at that person because they was connected to the person who died that you cared so much about, because it wasn't about the anger and the rage. It's about that person that take care of your dad or your mama like they said they was going to take care of them, and you wasn't there to help them. And why weren't you there? There's a lot of things underneath that triggers the rage. But this is how you deal with the rage. This is how you deal with the sub-modalities that actually stay stuck and tear you down internally. He said, cast your cares on me. Yeah. He said, he cares. Yeah. But we hear the scripture, but we don't really do it. and we never really are assertive in our communication, meaning that we don't ever confront the person in the spirit of Christ, or in the spirit where they can actually comprehend what we're saying and getting our message. See, our job if we're upset at somebody, some people don't even know they're actually ticking us off. I've had situations, the person didn't know they did me wrong. But he said, if I have an order against my brother, I need to go to him. Yeah. Because the forgiveness is not for him, it's for me. Yeah. See, when you don't forgive, you hold that person's sin with you. Yeah. Yeah. You think you're holding it against them, but you're holding it with you. You're holding a weight that slows you down, because anger is nothing but depression internalized. Yeah. Yeah. And when it's internalized, it's not on the outside of you, it's on the inside of you. And on the inside of you, it makes you go slower and slower. And you don't accomplish anything because you're looking down instead of looking up. Because if you look up, you can see the light. But if you look down, all you see is defeat. You look at defeat and you see defeat. And you live a defeated life because you don't look at the light. You don't look at defeat. And the defeat is underneath. You have to look ahead. You have to look before you. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. So you have to look straight ahead. So the magic marker, this is a progression that I talk about, is that you have the magic marker, and sometimes you have to get it, you have to write it first. And you have to get out your system. Because even if I forgive a person, doesn't mean that the pain went away just all like that. That's where the faith comes in. You forgive the person and you walk in the forgiveness. But still, that pain is still there. I forgive you for doing me wrong. Don't mean it. I really forgot. That's where God's grace comes. But as you walk in forgiveness, what happens is that at first it's dark. Then you write it down. That's the magic marker. It's hard. And it's kind of like trying to get it off. It never comes off. Then the pen density decreases to a felt tip marker. It's thinner. It's still dark because it's still in your head. But it's thinner. It's not as deep or wide. And then the intensity decreases again to a ballpoint pen. You can erase a little bit, but it's still deep to a certain extent. And as you walk in the forgiveness, the ballpoint pen turns to a number 2 pencil. You can erase it, but still, a lot of number 2 pencils still are deep. Trace. Yeah. Then you go to a number 3 pencil, which is a lighter form of the lead. And then, because you're faithful and just to walk in forgiveness as he stated, then he blesses you with a fair eraser. They're still being held by your hand. So we're asking God to do stuff that he told us to do. So they're being held by your hand.
Yes.
So it's your job to erase it. And even when you erase, you still see impression. Just because you forgave don't really mean you forgot. But the density that decreased in the tone of the ink decreases the power of that memory to overcome your present day.
Yes, yes.
See, I may have a memory of what you've done, but what you've done doesn't affect my present. It makes me realize if I forgave her from that, and God has brought me this far, I'm so much lighter. Because if it's that dark, you're holding extra stuff in your bag. It's weighing you down. You need to let that go. Cast your cares on him because he cares. So we need to work on decreasing the intensity of the pain that we all go through because it's called life. But God doesn't mean us to keep the pain. He told us to cast it on him because he paid it all on the cross. But are you going to talk about it or are you going to be about it? He said, are you going to believe the word or are you just going to read the word? The word's a living instrument that's used to utilize. See, if you don't keep anything in your backpack, you need to keep something that has life in it. It's called the book of life. Because, I need to look at something to help me get through the day. It's a practical application in life, family, and work. It's only practical if you use it. It's only practical if you use it. And it's not a deep thing. It's a Jesus thing. So, man, I said, you got the life, you got the classroom, you got the periods, and you got the equipment in the book bag that you use, and you got the writing utensils, and you need the writing utensils so you can put stuff, make it plain. So you need to write the vision down of your life, of your goals, your objectives, your class destination, because the Habakkuk should write the vision down, make it plain, so when men see it, they may be able to run with it. You need to write your vision down. You need to write your purpose down. You need to write your goals down. Because if you write your goals, you write your purpose, he'll back it up. We believe in God to give us a divine destination. But God said, I put it in you. If I put it in you, can you put it on paper? Like the Reverend Al Green said. Can you put it on paper? If you put it on paper, I'll make it do what it do. See, we say we believe. See, faith is the thing that we really, faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. So that's the definition. But when we come to the classroom, school is life. You got programs, you got periods, you have time frames in the periods, you have a book bag with the utensils in the bag, but now you need a schedule. See the thing.
Hey, journeymen, journeywomen, that's all we have for today. But you can click back next week around the same time, and you'll see the continuation of the subject at hand. And if you missed last week, just click above, and you'll be able to catch up what you missed out on last week, and also have purpose-driven playlists along with other playlists that you can catch up on as well. But if you find any value in the material, please make sure to click a like and also help me help you so we can help others. And go ahead and subscribe so we can continue to build a community that can make tomorrow better today. And before I say anything else, if there's every day you get up vertical, make it a goal in life to always move forward and never look back. Peace and blessings. Out.